Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 106 in podcast. Available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched Legion of Superheroes. It's the most recent DC animated movie. It, is the 6th installment in the Tomorrowverse. So, I guess Superman, Man of Tomorrow, launched a new shared universe within DC Animation. And this is movie number 6. And, it stars the voices of Meg Donnelly, Yuri Lowenthal, Harry Shum Jr., Jensen Ackles, Darren Criss, Matt Bomer, and it is directed by Jeff Wamester, who directed Superman, Man of Tomorrow, the Justice Society movie. That was a dope movie, but I forget the subtitle. You got Kara Zor-El, Supergirl. She's only been on Earth for months. She's having trouble adapting. So her cousin, Superman, Kal-El, sends her to the Legion of Superheroes. And it's kind of like a college, like a training, like a basic training for superheroes. And some dirt, obviously, is discovered to be going down, and Supergirl has a hand in being a hero. Dude, I rave over these movies every single release, and it's like, when are they gonna let me down? But they just don't. Like, I can't help it. The last movie they put out off top that I remembered just disliking is Batman and Harley Quinn. And I hate it because the animation and the tone was very 90s. Batman the Animated Series, the new Batman Adventures, the DC Animated Universe, or whatever they call it. But that was a cash grab. That was just a release to cash in on Harley Quinn's popularity. And I will say, the characters, Batman, Superman, The Flash, Supergirl, I know, everybody knows. The normie of comic book fan knows those characters. But there are characters that I know in this movie due to watching the Supergirl series. Or there's a couple more obscure characters that I recognize from, like, the Suicide Squad. But the storytelling is good. The animation is very sharp. I love the tweaks that they made to their animation style at DC. Like, complain all you want. Movies, TV shows, whatever. And my boys can attest. DC animation is the consistently best thing that DC Studios, films, DC Comics in general, comics aside, has going. Meg Donnelly was great as Kara, as Supergirl. I liked the voice acting. I'm just always into these movies. The next one comes out like 6 weeks from now. Batman, the Doom that invaded Gotham, or whatever it's called. This is an Elseworlds. But there's a post-credit scene to this movie that sets up, I want to say it's called Justice League War World. And it was a great post-credit scene. That's what I'm saying. Darren Criss voiced Superman again. Shared universe. Jensen Ackles, Batman. Green Lantern wasn't in it. I'm blanking. Aldous Hodge wasn't in this movie as Green Lantern, as John Stewart. So they a split second, no pun intended, they set up their Flash for this universe. They've got Batman, Superman, Supergirl. We still don't have Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter. I'm assuming the Justice League movie will bring them in. But that post-credit scene set it up kind of like in a Thanos just one kind of way. What do we do? if you're into these movies, if you're into the DC animated releases, I hope you check this out. If you're curious, I hope you check this out. Cause like I'm telling you, like storytelling and voice acting, plot, everything, these are as good as anything you're gonna see in the theater. Yeah, just like I was watching it, and there's just twists and turns, some stuff I really did not expect, like shocking swerves in the storytelling. With all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Legion of Superheroes is dope. So have you seen Legion of Superheroes, man? What you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. My most recent reviews are for Knock at the Cabin, for Missing, and I think this is my last review until Ant-Man, and then after that it's Cocaine Bear. Podcast, we just dropped an episode talking about DC news, James Gunn's DC plans, Bad Boys announcement, Knock at the Cabin spoilers, M. Night Shyamalan, man. Like, subscribe, comment, find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.